Hey guys, it's Shenita with the news, and I'm back with a new video. I need you to like, comment, and subscribe. I need you to get kinky with that notification bell and turn that thing all the way on. Everything in this video is alleged in my opinion, and everything in this video is created for entertainment purposes only. Now that we got that out the way, let's get into some damn things. Okay, so today we're gonna get into Lizzo and the sexual harassment allegations from her backup dancers. I'm going to give you my opinion and my thoughts. Also, BLUEFACE buys his baby mama Jaden a G-Wagon. Did he do it to piss Christian off? We're going to get into that. Also, the Nene Leakes interview part 2. I'm going to give you my thoughts on that. Portia and Kenya are following each other on Instagram again. Chloe Bailey does a cover of Gunna's F You Mean. Okay, let's get into that. People are speculating that Meg and Nicki Minaj are coming back together. All right, Magnika is what they're calling it. Halle Bailey is coming August 4th. Okay, new single. So let's get into it. I hope that everyone out there is having a absolutely amazing experience in your reality today. Okay, I meditated today. It felt amazing. Shout out to the meditators out there. If you get it, you definitely get it, right? And so if you haven't meditated, you're really missing out. Let me know if you guys meditate down in the comment section. All right, I'm going to start going live. I'm going to start really connecting with you guys. Okay. So let's get into this Magnika situation. Now, I want to say this. I am a big Nicki fan. I love Nicki Minaj. You know, a lot has went on within this relationship between Megan and Nicki Minaj. So we're not even about to act like, you know, there weren't a lot of things that happened. Now, a lot of people are very delusional on Twitter, and they're saying that Nicki Minaj started a beef with Megan Thee Stallion. It did not happen that way, but okay, if that's what you want to believe. Haven't messed with horses since Christopher Reeves. Damn, Nita got bars. But anyway, thank you, Nicki, for that. I want to say this. Life goes on, though, right? And so a lot has happened. We all know that the queen is very forgiving. You know what I'm saying? She's very forgiving, and I love that for her because it's important in life, right, to understand that people are going to be people. Okay, and so sometimes you got to let people do the people thing and be who they are and create a space between you and people when they're peopling. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm trying to figure out, you know, when Megan was throwing all these shots at Nicki and the hotties were there for it, now it feels like the hotties, you know what I'm saying, are all for this Meg and Nicki comeback. So what happened? All right. What is changing people's minds when everybody has picked a side? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is it because Meg needs Nicki now? Now everybody is like, well, Meg didn't really do anything. I mean, I felt like it was a whole back and forth. Meg even did a song with Lil' Kim that went nowhere. I think people are forgetting that. It's a lot that you Negroes, all right, are forgetting about. And so I'm not one to live in the past, but I'm going to say this. I really like some of Megan Thee Stallion's music. I'm going to be honest. I do. You know, it's the younger thought in me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get to be a thought in my earlier years. And so I was living through Megan. And I loved Hot Girl Summer with her and Nicki. The energy was amazing. And I really think that if Megan had just kept things cool with Nicki. See, it wasn't that Megan went and did WAP, honey. Nobody cared that Megan went and did WAP. It was the shady stuff that was happening now that you over there with Cardboard B. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just think about everyday life, right? Everybody's not gonna get along. You know, now I have friends that, listen, if you don't mess with me, they ain't messing with you. It's just what it is. Shout out to my real friend Marquita. Marquita will delete your, okay? Say something shady to me. Marty coming hitting me up. Yo, deleted that chick, yo. You know what I'm saying? So not everybody is that way. And I think some people, you know, don't realize this is business, right? This is business. But sometimes, even with business, you got to move a certain way, right? And so nobody's saying that, you know, because Megan did a song with Nicki Minaj that she couldn't have done a song with Cardboard B. You know what I'm saying? Who cares? If you want to make a song with Cardboard B, make a song with Cardboard B. But don't be over there shading me because you're over there with the op. You get where I'm going with it? You ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to be that phony. But I think that maybe, and I'm giving grace here, maybe Megan Thee Stallion has been through some things, right? And she's young. And maybe, right, life is happening. And maybe Megan Thee Stallion has learned. Okay? And so just like anybody else in life, you have to go through things to learn. Now, a lot of barbs aren't here for it. All right? The barbs are like, no. And I get it. The barbs love Nicki Minaj. Listen, my wife tells me that I'm a barb, but I feel I might be. I don't know. Hell, I don't know. I know I'm a fan, right? But for the barbs feel like they have to protect Onika. And I get it. A lot of people have stabbed Nicki Minaj in her back. I understand. And I think that some people don't realize it's because Nicki Minaj has a real love and a real relationship for her fan base. Because let's just be real. If a lot of people carried it the way that Nicki carries it with her fans, they would be selling. But instead, people tell their fans to shut up and abuse them and mentally abuse them with negative comments and just saying negative things. That is verbal abuse. I would never want to be some of these girls' fans, the way that they talk to their fans. Are you crazy? But anyway, let me get back. Because girl, give me my $13.99 back. All right. And you. Anyway, Magnika, are you here for it? Do you think that, it's a good business relationship? Now, I do think that, in my opinion, a Nicki Minaj song would be fire. All right. If we keeping it a buck, if we keeping it a bang, right? If we keeping it real, honey, right? If we keeping it 1,000 percentage, okay? I think it would be hot. I think that thing would get up out of here like the Jetson spaceship. Somebody call Astro. All right. And so, yeah, would love that musically. Okay, would love that. Would it piss some of the other girls off? You gonna see how people really gonna hate on that. I think it's a good business move for Megan Thee Stallion, and I think it will be a great business move for Nicki Minaj equally. All right? I do. I think that, a Megan and Nicki collab would show some unity. Okay? And in a way would really reveal who's acting like they all for unity, but they're really not. Because I want y'all to know that these girls aren't really for female unity. Because if these female rappers were really about the female unity, then they would not push that agenda without including Nicki Minaj. You can't be about female unity but not want it when it comes to the queen. You know what I'm saying? Who is a female. All right. And so make it make sense, honey. Anyway, are you here for a Magnika collaboration? Do you think that Nicki Minaj should work with Megan Thee Stallion? Do you think it will be a good look? Now, honey, like I said, I think it will be, what we need right now, because Nicki is dominating. You know what I'm saying? She's setting milestones. I don't even see nobody, even achieving milestones. You know what I'm saying? I don't even see that happening. Shout out to Nicki Minaj for being the queen of rap. All right. And so moving on along, we're going to talk about Halle Bailey. Halle Bailey is releasing a new single called Angel. All right. People are excited. If you don't know Halle Bailey, is the star of The Little Mermaid. Okay? Halle Bailey is that girl. Halle Bailey is beautiful, young, talented, okay, amazing. Her image is impeccable, in my opinion. I have nothing negative to say about Halle Bailey. All right. Now, a lot of people are haters, and of course, they want to project who she's dating onto her. You know what I'm saying? And so I just want to say this. You have got to separate individuals. You know, Halle Bailey isn't responsible for the past of DDG. Okay? She is her own person. He is his own person. A lot of people feel like Halle Bailey is ruining her image by being with DDG. I say, you know, Halle is getting D on the regular. Leave her alone. All right. Didn't she just go live saying that she would throw hot food on him? All right. So I think that Halle Bailey is okay. You know, she's young. Let her live. Let her learn. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Halle Bailey is releasing her single, Angel, on August 4th. Make sure you guys support Halle Bailey. You know, we love when these artists come out with music, right? But then you guys don't buy it. You don't stream it. And so stream this song. Support Halle Bailey if you like her. And I can't wait to hear it because I know the vocals are gonna be on point. All right. Now, let's move on to some things. All right, let me know how you guys feel about Halle Bailey coming with her new single. All right. We got BLUEFACE out here buying G-Wagons. Okay, now there's a video surfacing of, you know, BLUEFACE buying his baby mother, Kaylin, a G-Wagon. You know, I feel like he's doing it to piss Krishan off. But listen, I'm from B-More, Zone 18, okay? And Krishan, I don't know what part of B-More Krishan is from. But B-More chicks, if you've ever dated a B-More chick, and Krishan is definitely the definition of a hardcore B-More chick. All right. I think that he's playing with fire. All right. Because B-More chicks usually slash your tires, bust all your windows out. All right. And might be sitting on top of the car waiting for you with the very bat that they have beaten your vehicle up with. Okay, and so I don't know why BLUEFACE wants to piss Krishan off. And it's probably because he know that she has given him reactions in the past. But this woman is pregnant. I will never understand why he is treating her this way. You know, I think that BLUEFACE needs to go to therapy, deal with whatever that is going on inside. You know, hurt people hurt people. Okay? And so I don't think that he realizes that they're having a child. And so, you know, come on. Give the girl a break. She's picking herself, and she should at this point. Krishan, has been through a lot. Okay? The girl could write a dang book. I would read it. Okay, do y'all think Chrisean Rock should put a book out about her life? Because Chrisean has been through some things. And if you've lived in Baltimore, Maryland, you have been through some things. We're not even going to it. I admire Chrisean Rock's courage to stand up for herself and her child at this moment. Because a lot of you people will be right over there with your baby daddy, knowing that he's toxic, and be stressed out your whole pregnancy. Okay? You would let him stress you out. The baby would come out with 6 eyes, and then you'd be wondering why. Okay? Little Carson, all right, is seeing everything you're doing. It's because he has 6 eyes, because you were stressed out. Okay, baby come out looking like a pack of warheads. All right, and so y'all gotta stop. Okay, I admire Chrisean choosing herself, choosing the health of her baby over toxicity. I don't care how you feel about Chrisean Rock. All right, she is that girl. Shout out to Chrisean Rock for being from B-More and being that girl. Okay, and I think we are also going to see her evolve in this space of being a mom. All right, and so what do you guys think about BLUEFACE buying his baby mother Kaylin a G-Wagon and letting the world know that he bought it? I also want to say this. I thought the G-Wagon was going to be a better model myself. I mean, that G-Wagon looks like, a tennis shoe. I don't know. I've seen G-Wagons. I like the pink ones. I'm not hating though. It's a G-Wagon. It's a bop. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I would have preferred, one of the better models of the G-Wagon. Definitely get it customized pink. Definitely customize that thing. All right. Put some glitter on that B. Something. All right. And so, because they need to see me coming before I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, how do y'all feel about BLUEFACE and this G-Wagon mess? All right. I don't really give a damn. But anyway, moving on along. Okay. Kenya and Portia allegedly found each other on Instagram. I think it's quite funny that these two are posting pictures and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now that Nene has did this Carlos King interview. I want to say this. I like Portia. I like Portia. Now, do I think that Portia is a little, I want to find the right word here. Not trifling. What am I thinking about? Shenita. I think that Portia, only cares about Portia. Let's put it there. Okay, Portia got a nice body though. Gotta get at the Portia. Portia's a pretty girl. All right, gotta give her that. Miss her on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think Portia coming back to Housewives of Atlanta will be a great move for Bravo, RHOA, and Portia at this point, since I don't feel that Nene is ever going to return, allegedly. And so I'm going to say allegedly, because strange things happen all the time. All right. And so, but I do not think that they're going to bring Nene Leakes back. I feel like Nene Leakes has done a lot. But anyway, I love when Portia and Kenya are like friends. You know what I'm saying? Or at least in a business relationship with one another. One of my favorite episodes with Kenya and Portia was when they both had their girls together. And they were dressed up, and I believe it was Brooklyn's party. Or something like that. They both, Kenya had on pink. I can't remember, damn it, what was the event. But anyway, seeing Pilar and Brooklyn together and Kenya and Portia together, I just love that, because I always felt like Kenya and Portia disliked each other over something that was so stupid, in my opinion. Now, if you don't remember, Portia mistitled Kenya, okay, as Miss USA, I believe, and Kenya is Miss America, or maybe it's the other way around. Damn, I'm a Kenya fan. And this is just sad at this point. Anyway, love Kenya. Shout out to Kenya for being a star. You know what I'm saying? Now, some people think that Kenya may be starless, but I feel like Kenya is a star. And I feel like Kenya and Portia together is stardom. All right, so let's get into it. I think that Portia and Kenya, being friends, should be taped on the show. Okay, now hear me out. Love Portia. Portia is good old country ratchet. All right. Portia gives us the cheeks that shake. All right. Portia gives us, now a lot of people think that Portia is stupid. I just think that Portia's a little dizzy. And there's a difference between, stupidity and dizziness. You know what I'm saying? I think that Portia is very smart. Please do not think that girl has no brain. She's just a little dizzy. And as a Gemini, sometimes I'm a little dizzy. I've spun around a little bit and I'm just like, huh? But we get it, right? We get it. And so, the Portia Kenya friendship to me would be a great addition to Real Housewives of Atlanta, seeing as though that every time I turn it on, I immediately close my eyes and snore very loudly, right? And so I think that the Kenya Portia friendship would be great on RHOA. Okay, now how do you guys feel about Kenya and Portia following each other on Instagram again, allegedly? All right. And how do you guys feel about Portia maybe returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta? I think that Portia could give a little boost on the show. Now, Portia had her own fans when she left. Now, let's not get it twisted. There are people who really enjoy Portia. You know what I'm saying? And she's married to Simon Gabadia. Okay. And so we would get to see a little bit of those two. I think that would be wonderful. So I'm thinking season 16 lineup should probably be, and this is just me speaking, right? So Portia, Kenya, Kandi, oh my God, who else is on there? I love Drew. I know a lot of people don't like Drew, so we got Drew, Portia, Kenya, Kandi, Marlo. Do we need one more? That's 5. And that could just be someone new. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people think Sheree is boring. You know, let's just say that we had to put Sheree in there. I think that would be fine. But you know, I don't really feel. I think Sheree should be a friend of. In my opinion, I think that Sheree should be a new girl. I don't really care for Sonya. Sonya is a butt kisser, in my opinion. We need a girl with Nene Leakes energy. All right, we need a girl that's gonna come in, be the boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I got to watching RHOA, and remember when Kenya went to Alabama, right? And then Kenya went in the room with Brooklyn, right? Where was the person who took over from there? Because as soon as I seen that episode where they were in Alabama, Birmingham or something, you know what I'm saying? Kenya was hosting a trip. It was a country Alabama mess. All right. And so no shade to Alabama. Or was it Mississippi? It's one of them places where it smell like dirt. All right. And so, you know what I'm saying? And listen. All right. And so what I'm trying to say here is that we got to do something about the cast of Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I didn't even know I was going to get into this, but let's just get into it since we getting into it. How do you guys feel about Real Housewives of Atlanta? I feel like Real Housewives of Atlanta is the equivalent to Drano. All right? Seriously going down the drain. I'm going to hold on forever until it fully, goes down the drain. But it's sad that I'm watching Real Housewives of Atlanta actually go down the drain, seeing as though it was one of the most successful franchises in reality TV. Now, we all know that Nene Leakes. And this can just lead me right into what I'm going to talk about in this damn interview with Nene Leakes. All right. Might hear my cat because he gets excited about Real Housewives of Atlanta. He's a messy hoe. All right. And so let's get into it. Real Housewives of Atlanta cast. Who do you guys like? Now, I want to say this. I enjoy Kenya because I know that Kenya is going to twirl. And this season, she is twirl and bust up. Okay? And still landed amazingly on her backside, okay? Because y'all know that I love Kenya. A lot of people are like, Nita, why do you love Kenya? Kenya is And I want to say this. I love Kenya because Kenya came in swinging, all right? I love Kenya because Kenya was bullied up on by the girls season after season and still fought for that peach, all right? And so I love Kenya because Kenya fights for her spot on Real Housewives of Atlanta. What are we talking about? All right, love Kenya Moore. What are we talking about? Kenya Moore hair care. Okay, that is my girl. Ain't nobody ever changing my mind. But anyway, I got too excited and pumped about that. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All my life I had to fight Kenya Moore. All right? And so we got Kenya Moore. We have Kandi. You know, there's speculations that Kandi Yams is boring. Okay, now I'm going to say this. I love money making Kandi Burruss. Okay, love money making Kandi Burruss. Love Mama Joyce. All right, Mama Joyce is messy as hell. I think Mama Joyce need a peach. At this point, give Mama Joyce a peach. All right, she can tell us what Todd over there doing. Anyway, no shade, Kandi. Don't take it personal, girl. All right, I messed it. Anyway, we got Kandi Burruss, who's claimed to be boring. I think that Kandi Burruss levels out the mess. I do. I think that if everybody is a big, bold, semi-aggressive or just over the top energy, then you're gonna have a lot of problems with a cast. All right, it's the same thing with Cynthia Bailey. Cynthia Bailey evened out the show. Everybody can't be with the same personality and energy. I think that Kandi is needed on the show. Number one, Kandi is needed on the show to protect the image of black women who are bosses and not really problematic. Why do we want every black woman on TV to be problematic? And it's a problem if they're not problematic. Make it make sense. So because Kandi isn't problematic, she isn't needed on the show. We need that black woman image of making money, being a boss, having an empire. I think that she is very influential on the show. What are we talking about? Kandi money making burruss? How dare someone say that Kandi isn't needed? Now, most of the time, I forget that Kandi's there. That's fair. We not gonna lie now. Most of the time, I'm like, oh, there's Kandi. Right? But there's times that Kandi gives us a little bit more. Hell, Kandi be tired. What do y'all want Kandi to do? I feed her. You know what I'm saying? She got 30 things going on. So pretty much when Bravo pulled the cameras out, Kandi's taking a break from her real life and her real businesses. Okay? Come on now. Give Kandi a break. Give Kandi a break. Now, I will say this. Kandi, Miss Tucker, if you're nasty. All right. Legs and hips and body, yaddy. All right. So, Kandi, I want to say this, though, girl. Stop letting Marlo get to you. You know what I'm saying? Stop letting Marlo Hampton get to you. You know, I really think allegedly that Marlo Hampton sits on the phone with Nene Leakes, allegedly, and get tips on how to irritate Kandi. You know what I'm saying? I really do. And this interview made me feel that way. Okay, this interview with Nene Leakes made me feel like she be talking to Marlo, allegedly, and telling Marlo what to do. All right, and so who else feels that way? Anyway, how do y'all feel about Kandi Burruss on the show? All right, I think that Kandi Burruss is everything on the show. I think that I love to see Kandi get mad, though, because Kandi will yell out some crazy stuff, all right? And I be holding my invisible pearls like, Jesus, Kandi. But anyway, who else is on here? We got Drew Sidora. Love Drew Sidora. Drew Sidora will give you a scene, honey. A scene. What are we talking about? Drew can cry at a comedy show. All right. And so Drew is very good at being an actress. I want to say that. Sometimes I don't know when Drew is being like Drew and when Drew is being Drew Sidora. You get where I'm going with it? one of the scenes where, Drew Sidora was out there talking to Sheree. Oh, I love when Drew Sidora said, "Get this bitch." Anyway, I said, "No, hold up. That was Drew. Get this bitch. That was Drew. That wasn't Drew Sidora. That was Drew from Chicago. All right, not Chicago, Chicago. Okay, Drew from Chicago who just had a deep dish and bounced. All right, okay, that Drew. Not Drop It with Drew. You know what I'm saying? And what happened to Drop It with Drew? Is Drop It with Drew still going on? Is anybody dropping it with Drew? Okay. Or picking it up with Drew? What are we doing at this point? Anyway, Drew Sidora, love Drew Sidora on the show. Okay. The only thing I have to say about Drew Sidora is this. Stop crying, honey. I want to see strong, give a read Drew back and forth. I know it's up in Drew to go head to toe with a chick. I'm ready for the reads because Drew does read, honey. Don't get it messed up. Drew does read, but Drew gets so emotional that the read doesn't fully come out. I need Drew to suck them tears back for a good 10 minutes and let it fly, baby. All right? Love me some Drew and then cry and run to the bathroom and then fall and leave on a stretcher. That would be an epic Drew thing. Okay? Drew can carry it. I know. With the right guidance. Matter of fact, Drew, call me, girl. I'm going to help you get through season 16. All right. Anyway, moving on from Drew Sidora on the show. How do y'all feel about Drew Sidora on the show? Do you like Drew on the show? I done gotten into some things. And so then we got Sonya. Now, I want to say this. Okay, I had to get that out. But anyway, Sonya. I don't care for Sonya. Hell, I'd rather her sister be on here and talk about her. All right, because I feel like the sister wants to say a lot about how narcissistic Sonya is, allegedly. Now, I can't diagnose anybody. I am not a physician, all right, a psychiatrist, psychologist, any of that. But it feels narcissistic to me, especially when it comes to her sister. All right, it feels like, Sonya can only picture what her sister can do for her. And once her sister cannot show up to do that for her, then the tears are coming and it's like, she's my little sister. And it's like, no, she's a grown woman with kids and stuff, ma'am. She came over here to curl your hair and now she has to go back and do something else because she has a life, ma'am. Not only are you going to do all that, you done kick people out and think that everything is just fine. Don't nobody move back in when she need them. All right? I'm going to need the mama and the sister and everybody just to get out. Don't move back when things don't work out. I think that's what Sonya needs. Sonya needs some time to look at herself. Okay. Congratulations to Sonya and her pregnancy. Congratulations to her having this baby. Maybe the baby will change the viewers' views of her. But other than that, she's a yawn seminar. All right. Who else is on here? Sheree Whitfield. Okay, had a nerve to bring Martell Holt over here to Bravo. Bravo should have kicked her out of the building for bringing Martell Holt over there with his mess. Okay, don't nobody want to see Motel. Okay, don't nobody want to see her with no damn Martell Holt. I feel like this is Carlos King's doings. You know what I'm saying? He allegedly behind the scenes probably hooked them up because he is extremely messy. Extremely messy. And, one thing I know about Carlos King that I have peeped. Let me say this. I do like Carlos King. So it's not like, I'm trying to bash him because... Listen, what gay man isn't messy? Like, come on. Look at Andy. Andy is messy as... Please. All right. So, Sheree, Whitfield, Martell, Carlos King, messy. I'm going to say this. I like Sheen by Sheree. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. I feel like her holding a peach full time is a waste of a peach. Okay. Especially if she gonna bite that peach next to Motel Holt. Alright. I feel like, why? Just buy a boyfriend at this damn point. I would take anybody else. It looked like everybody else went on Big Fish and got a man on this show. Okay? Because Marlo's man, honey, where did she get this man? Where did she get this man from? And then Kandi like, oh yeah, I know him. You know what I'm saying? But then nobody want to talk about that. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Sheree Whitfield being starless. And I do agree with Nene on that. Okay. Sheree has a new face. That's turning me off. You know what I'm saying? It's just... I can't get with Sheree. What else is going on? We done seen the grandbaby. Cute. We done seen, your son. Cute. We done seen you with Motel. Cute. What else? We don't even care. I just don't think Sheree Whitfield is a peach holder. All right. I think that Sheree Whitfield fits as a friend of. Then we got Marlo. Lord Jesus. Let me be honest. Okay, so I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to be a fan of Kenya's right now. I'm just going to put it out there. Here we go. I think that Marlo has the potential, in my opinion, of being a star, right? I do, because she's glamorous, beautiful. Okay, I do think that. I mean, she has a rough past. But who cares about that? Marlo doesn't look like her past. Okay? Now, if Marlo looked like her damn past, it would be a damn past. Alright? But the fact that Marlo is beautiful, and we don't know if she's going to shank you in the face because she doesn't really look like it. Okay? Is okay with me. Now, if she came up on here with some jean shorts on, a plaid shirt, and some Timbs, I had to say Marlo has to go. Okay, so Marlo has the look. I think that Marlo could be better served being nicer. I do. I think that when we see Marlo cussing and being nasty, you know what I'm saying? It just feels like, bye. Why are you here if you want to be this mean to people? We don't want to see that. We want to see the little archive. We want to see you be nicer. We want to see you to be as soft as you look. But I feel like Marlo looks softer than what she comes across to be. How you got on all these feathers and lace, but you hard body? What is going on? My God. Marlo can, pick. We need an antagonist. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Marlo is the antagonist, which she's gonna become the villain. She needs to understand the game. Don't want Marlo as the villain, okay? But that's the role that Marlo is playing. I would love to see a softer side of Marlo. I would love to see her roll in the grass with her nephews. You know what I'm saying? And bake cookies and, go see her sister and, I like seeing Marlo with her nephews. I like seeing Marlo in counseling or therapy or whatever she's doing. I like that. I like getting to the core of what made her shank a hoe. You know what I'm saying? How do y'all feel about Marlo on the show? A lot of people want Marlo gone. Who else did I not touch on? I'm sure it's somebody that just doesn't matter. We got Courtney. Don't like Courtney. Don't like clout chasing Courtney. All right. Courtney is okay in the looks department. I mean, she's okay. I feel like she's ghetto bougie. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, where did Courtney come from? When I see Courtney, I'm like, did they make a mistake and put an extra camera somewhere and now they're just filming somebody who's not supposed to really be on camera? That's how I feel about Courtney. Like, girl, how did you get here? I mean, other than you and Kandi fussing about Kandi not really knowing you, and you dating somebody from a group in 1925, like, what? Okay, so what? Like, what are you gonna give? What are you doing? Do you have a skincare line? Do you have a business? I think Real Housewives of Atlanta should either have housewives or boss chicks. Like, I'll take that. In reality, we need more Kandi Burrusses on the show. You know what I'm saying? Some girls with... What happened to light-skinned Keisha being on the show? I would have loved the light-skinned Keisha on the show because light-skinned Keisha will read. Okay? What happened to her? Courtney, bye. Monyetta, listen. I got mixed feelings about Monyetta. I think if Monyetta really should, I'm willing to get to know Monyetta. You know what I'm saying? But Monyetta has got to take her head out of Kandi's rear end and show us who she is and not just be the Kandi stand-up person. I think Monyetta is losing her identity in Kandi. Like, you can have Kandi's back, but still fully show up supporting yourself as maybe becoming a peach holder. Because this is how I would do it. You can't talk about Kandi, but honey, we ain't talking about Kandi the whole time the camera's on me. We talking about me, and we talking about Kandi 1% of that, period. There's my peach. You know what I'm saying? Let's rally the girls. Hell, I think Monyetta could rally the girls. Come on, Monyetta. At least rally the girls. Become the anchor. I think Monyetta could become the anchor of the show. That's just my opinion. She has it in her. I see it. Okay, so how do you guys feel about Marietta? How do you guys feel about Portia maybe coming back? So let's get into this Nene Carlos King interview. If you haven't seen it, I think that you need to go over there and watch it. I liked part 1 better than part 2, but because part 2 felt mean to me. I feel like part 1 was her showcasing her personality and just being honest. But see, Nene has this way of being honest and then becoming mean. Love Nene Leakes, right? But Nene Leakes, I find that Nene Leakes mistakes being humble, as butt kissing. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I really think that Nene Leakes is a really big personality. Because I have a really big personality. I get it. Okay? I totally get it. And sometimes when you have a larger than life personality, you can be in the place where you don't realize that there's some moments that you have to kind of bring it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't be yourself, but what I'm saying is there are moments where you have to bring that personality down a bit. Become humble and go from there. Let's be real. Nene Leakes is the queen of Real Housewives of Atlanta. There's no debating that. And I love Kenya Moore, by the way. I think that Kenya Moore is the queen at this moment, right? But Nene Leakes is the official queen of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Cannot be replaced, cannot be imitated, none of that. And so we're not even about to sit here and play on Nene Leakes' name when it comes to what she has done for black women in reality TV. Has opened doors where women can just flow through Real Housewives of Atlanta with very little talent and still get a check. All right. And so let's get into this Carlos King interview now that we got that on out of the way. So there were some things that were said in this interview. And like I said, I feel like Nene Leakes is amazing. But I also feel like Nene Leakes kicks herself in the butt and does herself a disservice when the mean girl comes out. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're going to be in the entertainment business, you're going to have to realize that your lips are going to have to touch somebody's behind. Because the entertainment business is about how people in certain positions feel about you. Because people in certain positions have power that can stop you from being bigger than what you are. And so as long as there is that, I'm not saying you have got to kiss a rump roast. All right. But what I'm saying is, you might have to be humble. You know what I'm saying? You might have to think about what you say before you say it. You might have to apologize and not really mean it, right? But apologize so that you can get where you're going. And so in the second interview with Carlos King, Nene talks about how the girls on Real Housewives of Atlanta don't have any talent. Carlos King asked her if they were stars. In my opinion, to be a star, you have to be talented. And having a personality is a talent, in my opinion. Okay. And so she said that Sheree was starless. Totally agree with that. All right. Ain't gonna debate that one. Kandi, she said that she doesn't feel that Kandi is a star. Now, I have to disagree with that. See, being a star doesn't mean that, do I feel like Kandi's a star? Yes, I feel like Kandi is a star in her own right. I do. I feel like Kandi is holding her own star. I feel like Kandi is a star. Period. People talk about her. People celebrate her. She has a big following. She's been in the entertainment and music industry for a minute. Okay? And is still on Bravo. Has had spinoffs after spinoff. Outside of that, has played in so many TV shows and movies. Like, come on. Kandi Burruss is a star. This woman had plays out there. What are we talking about? I think that Nene doesn't feel that Kandi Burruss is a star because Kandi isn't as loud, vocal, and she isn't as she's not like Nene. She has a more downplayed personality, in my opinion. I really do think that Kandi Burruss is a star. And I think that Kandi Burruss is a great image for Black women. I do. Even her showing her journey of surrogacy was inspirational. A lot of women are hiding that they have surrogates. I feel like Kandi Burruss has shown a lot. You know what I'm saying? And most of it, well, as far as I know, 100% of it has been real, not fake. Even from the problems between Mama Joyce and Todd. I do think that Kandi Burruss is a star. I think that definitely Kandi Burruss, if y'all want to say that Kandi's boring, piss Kandi off. And it'll be a whole season of Kandi. Piss her off. So how y'all want to say Kandi isn't a star, or like Kandi can't bring anything to the table But one of the biggest episodes was of Kandi going off on Phaedra about the lie. Like the whole Kandi, the whole thing that where Phaedra supposedly allegedly lied about, Kandi trying to do some stuff to Portia. That was one of the biggest seasons. You know what I'm saying? It was scandalous, Kandi is a star. Kandi is a star. I feel like Nene Leakes may not like Kandi. I think it's because Kandi is a star. No shade. That's just my tea. All right. She said that Kenya was a star, but when people seen Kenya in this light on reality TV, a lot of people felt a way about it. Now, I want to say this. Kenya Moore is a star, in my opinion. But I do think that there was a lot of bullying Kenya and putting things on Kenya so that her star could be dimmed when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Saying that Kenya buys all of her men, saying that Kenya lifestyle isn't real, putting these things out there about her. Do you guys think that was purposely to dim her star? Because I think a lot of that stuff was done to dim her star. Now that I'm thinking about how Nene considered her a star before Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's some real tea. So, in my opinion, Kenya Moore is a star. If Kenya Moore left that show right now, I'm telling you, it would be just Kandi holding it down. It needs to be the Kandi and Kenya show. You just get rid of everybody else. Yeah. Sheree, she said she was starless. Went over that. Hell, she ain't even remember none of the other girls. All right. And so it is what it is now. Kandi came back. I seen a video surface of Kandi saying that she still had her peach though. Okay. And so I would have done the same thing, Kandi. I would have said, but I got this peach and you don't. Okay. But see, I'm messy. See where I'm going with it? I would have said more than that. Okay? Because, honey, you ain't about to be coming for me. I would have been like, girl, are you over there on your own yet? All right. Don't make me call NBC Universal. But I'm a patty. Oh yeah, she said that Portia had the potential to be a star. I agree with that. Like Portia, I think if Portia could stop being so if Portia could stop over sexualizing herself and realize that she's just a queen, period. I feel like Portia in a way is still like fighting for herself. You know what I'm saying? Really loved Portia on the show. Portia is definitely a star in the making. All right. That's why I think she will be great back on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I do. I think that Portia will bring those ratings up a little bit. Now, I don't know about saving the damn show. All right. Ain't nobody said all that. Okay. Also, Nene Leakes said that she doesn't watch the show. And do you guys believe that Nene Leakes doesn't watch Real Housewives of Atlanta? I feel like she does. Because she knows a little bit too much about the show to not watch it. You may not watch TV like that, honey, but I got a feeling that she lays in that bed with a nice glass of wine or some what's that drink she used to drink? I can't think of it. Damn. Saint Germain. You know what I'm saying? And she turns that thing on. She's watching it. It's no way that you are attached. Allegedly, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. If I was attached to Real Housewives of Atlanta the way that she was, I would watch it just to get pissed off and critique it. Period. I'd be watching it first person, it come on. All right. Period. Just to look at how crazy and stupid that half these girls look on there. And I would chuckle and kiki. I would. Like, look at these. And I would watch it to see if anybody gonna bring my name out so I could clap right on back. Okay? I would. And so I don't believe, in my opinion, allegedly, that Nene Leakes does not watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think she get a good popcorn and a good chip, honey. All right. Maybe order a pizza. What's her little boyfriend named Yoni? Okay, she called Yoni and there they sitting there, they watching it. He got a whole suit on. All right. And she got on, the finest fabrics. Okay. And so I just don't believe, honey. I just don't believe. I believe she watched the old episodes. I watched the old episodes. I'm watching the old episodes from the beginning. And wow, how you forget so much. And anyway, y'all need to go over there. Look at that real, I was going to say the Real Housewives of Atlanta interview. Ain't that a mess? Y'all need to go look at that Carlos King Nene Leakes interview. Thank you, Carlos King, for giving us exactly what we needed, honey. We needed this. And you know what else is really sad? I think that the Nene interview is getting more views than Real Housewives of Atlanta is getting. Do you know that if Nene came back to Real Housewives of freaking Atlanta, I think that thing would come up out the water. Her and Portia come back? Oh my God. Just make Nene sign an NDA. She can't talk about nothing. Come on, y'all got to work out something over there. Or start the show over with young hookers. All right? Because we over it at this point. Now, we going to report on it and watch it all that because we messy. But, honey, the general public, like my grandmother, she used to watch it. She's like, oh, that thing's still on. You know what I'm saying? No, is Nene back? Well, honey, that's it. Right? And so that's it. Okay. All right. So let's get into this Lizzo situation. Lord Jesus. Jesus be a banana. All right, this is a mess. Before we get started, what do you call 3 fat girls that are covering up the truth? Piggies in a blanket. You know, a blanket covers you up. Anyway, just thought I'd throw a joke out there. You know what I'm saying? Only I thought it was funny. Nobody else laughed, but you know, I'm a Gemini. I can laugh by myself. All right, because I'm literally a crowd all alone. You see what I'm saying? Now, TMZ put this video out. If you don't know, these 3 backup dancers have, you know, accused Lizzo of some harassment and some other things. All right. Now, it's crazy. When I first heard this, I was like, this feels like a clout chase, in my opinion. Now, there's never been all this other stuff that has, you know, came out about Lizzo. A lot of people don't like Lizzo because she's fat, number one. And I'm like, wow, you just don't like a person because they're fat? This is craziness, right? But I mean, there's people who don't like people because they're black. So it doesn't, you know, tomato, right? But listen, well, no, that's not the same because, you know, black people really are oppressed. But let me say this. These ladies feel clout chasey at the end of the day. So TMZ came out with a video where these girls, okay, Lizzo's accusers claim dancers feared retaliation if they didn't do what she wanted. That is what the video is called on TMZ. You can go on YouTube and watch it. All right, I watched the video. Now, the first question that was asked was if Lizzo made these accusations directly to these ladies. And what I got from it was Lizzo ain't really made no demands out of her mouth. What I feel like is that these ladies are saying she made them feel ways. And so I'm trying to figure out how people make you feel ways, especially when you're saying out of your mouth, okay, that the woman basically hung out with you like y'all was friends. Make this make sense for me. So you were so scared of Lizzo and so intimidated about losing your job, and you had all this fear, but you were hanging out with her. You know what I'm saying? You were always dancing provocative. So I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you already didn't like Lizzo, of course you're out here saying cancel her. And I really don't think that Lizzo needs to be canceled, in my opinion. What I do think that Lizzo needs to do, what I do think is to realize that the people that are on these stages dancing with her are not her friends. And this is why celebrities don't pull anybody up for opportunities. Because the moment that you're out here creating opportunities for people who might not have them, you get stabbed. All right? You get stabbed. And so I'm not here to say whether the ladies didn't experience any of this stuff. I want to say this, the ladies always had a choice not to be around Lizzo. And they chose to keep performing with her. They chose to, they chose to still go to these places with her. It said that, they went to some type of nude place in Amsterdam, and Lizzo was encouraging, allegedly, these ladies to eat a banana out of a performer's vagina. All right. My question is, did you eat the damn banana? And number two, if you didn't want to eat it, you didn't have to. So I don't understand. When you walked in and everybody was booty ball naked, why you ain't walk out? I'm just trying to figure out how all this is Lizzo's fault when you're grown and you make decisions about the environment that you are taking your behind to. Could you just imagine a world where you're going to work and your boss is inappropriate, but you hang out with your boss after work? Could you imagine that? Like, I can imagine that. You know what I'm saying? I could imagine that I wouldn't be hanging out after hours with someone who made me feel afraid. And then somebody pissed on themselves and blamed Lizzo for it. Y'all have got to stop playing with me. So now it's Lizzo's fault that you pissed on yourself? You should have wore the pins if you was that damn incontinent. All right? Somebody makes sense, but y'all gonna believe it. Y'all gonna believe the hype. Like I said, it ain't my job to say whether it's true or not. All right? I'm just analyzing the mess. Then people are like, oh, well, she talked about it in rumors. But she talked about it in rumors. Like, it was a rumor. Like, these girls really are trying. These girls literally were hanging with this woman like she was their friend. Because I feel like, and I'm not going to even, this is what I'm going to say. I feel like if it was Beyonce, y'all will be ready for these dancers to get up out of our face. I really do. If all this had came out about Queen Bee, I feel like people will be like, what? She didn't make them do that. They showed up. You know what I'm saying? But because it's Lizzo, fat, friendly, and free, and showing body positivity, right? It's a problem now. Where do we put any responsibility on these ladies? They did not have to come to work. They could have quit. I'm confused. But then what really killed me, because I was wondering if the bananas were organic. That mattered to me. Right? But what really killed me is when, one of the ladies got to explaining a bunch of bull crap. And she exposed that, I guess, one of Lizzo's managers or someone on the team of Lizzo had addressed these ladies, and I don't know if it's all three, but at least one of the ladies, about their attitude and coming to work allegedly drunk. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, it's feeling like a little retaliation, and I would have kept that to myself, because like, ma'am, how does that help? That just proves that you were coming to work drunk and it got bad, so they had to address you about it. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing when we're out here clout chasing off of Lizzo? In my opinion, I don't know her, but from what I've seen, one of the most caring, nicest people in the daggone industry. Y'all are dragging her for filth about something that, if you really looked at it, makes no damn sense. Okay, but a lot of y'all are fake outraged. And so that's just what it is, because y'all want to be able to say the fat jokes. So it's like, I don't believe it, but I'm going to go ahead and act like I believe it so I can get this one fat joke in. And I get it. All right? I get it. It's some fat jokes out there. You know what I'm saying? That y'all are letting loose. But you're sad at the end of the day. You're sad. And so shout out to Lizzo. Okay. I seen that Lizzo came out with a statement. Hold on. Lizzo released a statement slamming outrageous lawsuit. Okay. Lizzo is speaking out. And here we go. Here we go. These last few days have been gut-wrenchingly difficult and overwhelmingly disappointing. My work ethic, morals, and respectfulness have been questioned. My character has been criticized. Usually I choose not to respond to false allegations, but these are as unbelievable as they sound and too outrageous to not be addressed. These sensationalized stories are coming from former employees who have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on tour was inappropriate and unprofessional. Right. As an artist, I have always been very passionate about what I do. I take my music and my performances seriously because at the end of the day, I only want to put out the best art that represents me and my fans. With passion comes hard work and high standards. Sometimes I have to make hard decisions, but it's never my intention to make anyone feel uncomfortable or like they aren't valued as an important part of the team. I am not here to be looked at as a victim, but I also know that I am not the villain that people and the media have portrayed me to be these last few days. I'm very open with my sexuality and expressing myself, but I cannot accept or allow people to use that openness to make me out to be something I am not. There's nothing I take more seriously than the respect we deserve as women in the world. I know what it feels like to be body shamed on a daily basis and would absolutely never criticize or terminate an employee because of their weight. I'm hurt, but I will not let the good work I've done in this world be overshadowed by this. I want to thank everyone who has reached out in support to lift me up during this difficult time, I want to do one joke. I know it's probably hard to lift you up at this time. All right. And so I love you, Lizzo. I love you. All right. Keep being amazing. People will forget about this. People don't really care about it. They just want to be mad about something. Meanwhile, there's real stuff happening out here. Okay. Now, I felt like, where was Beyonce at? You know what I'm saying? And don't come for me, Beehive. Okay. Lizzo came out and talked about the unfairness of the industry when it comes to Beyonce. And so I was waiting for Beyonce to come out and say something on behalf of Lizzo. But we all know that Queen Bee ain't messing up her coin, honey. All right? For no Lizzo. Which is why I said that Lizzo needs to do the same thing that Queen Bee did, which is mind your damn business. Okay? And so Lizzo, moving forward, I would love to see you defend only yourself. Okay? Because with times like these, be nice for an ally is all I'm saying. And no shade to B. All right, I get it, B. You know what I'm saying? You got a legacy and some things to be building, so you ain't got time. All right? You ain't got time to be in this mess over no big girls. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now, we don't know if B called Lizzo and said, girl, you alright? Okay. How you doing over there, girl? But y'all know daggone well that B ain't getting in this mess. Okay. B is over there, got her own damn problems. Lizzo gonna have to carry this heavy load on her own. All right. And so I think it'll be okay for Lizzo. I do. People are going to get over it, move on. They'll probably bring it up when something else goes on. Remember that time big girl sued Lizzo for being a big girl? You know what I'm saying? And so it's a mess out here. We are going to move right the hell along. All right. Who else do we have to talk about? Okay, last but not least, we have Chloe Bailey. You know, I really like Chloe Bailey. But I do feel like Chloe Bailey is a fashion bug version of Beyonce. I would like to see Chloe Bailey be herself. I really, really would, because the girl is exceptionally talented. But Chloe Bailey be with all the bull crap out here and stunts, and it's just like, girl, okay. And so I really do like Chloe Bailey, but I feel like Chloe Bailey, she just misses the mark for me on a lot. All right. We need to figure out why she can't sell no albums in this day and time. I mean, you would think with a Beyonce cosign or a Tina Knowles cosign, whatever, that this girl would be superstar status, right? But it's like I said, Chloe Bailey needs to be herself. Period. Now, Chloe Bailey is doing a cover of Gunna's F You Mean. She killed it though. Love when Chloe sings. I do feel like that Chloe overly sexualizes everything. And I think that's where a lot of fans are like, I like you, but yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chloe Bailey could literally sexualize a J.G. Wentworth commercial. You want that money on time? Come on over on the time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, girl, why are you doing this? Like, you can be empowered, but damn. Can we just get, is everything soft porn at this point? Jesus. Call 1-800 G.G. Wentworth. Hit that thing from the side. Money on time. Money on a dime. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, girl, what? Like, but anyway, loved her cover of Gunna's I'm about to say J.G. Wentworth, of Gunna's F You Mean. Okay. Now listen, people are speculating in the comments. All right. Saying that Chloe Bailey is clout chasing. Like, where was that energy when he was locked up? All right. Where was it, Chloe? Let us know. Where was the energy when Gunna was in a sale? Okay, did you put any money on his bucks? What happened? Because I feel like Chloe Bailey said, nigga, I ain't locked up. All right, you are. And so, good night. See ya on the way out. And now that he's out, you know what I'm saying? Chloe Bailey wants that old thing back, allegedly. We just seen Quavo with someone else. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. When it comes to Chloe Bailey, I'm often left confused and like, what? But anyway, she killed the cover for Gunna F You Mean. How do you feel about Chloe Bailey, covering Gunna's F You Mean? Do you think it's a clout chase? Do you think she want that old thing back? I think her and Gunna, now just hear me out, I think her and Gunna will be a good couple. And Gunna looks like he done lost some weight and just, he got a new body, new face. He look different. Actually looks a little younger now that some of that weight is off. Damn, maybe I need to go to jail, right? Listen, the new diet is getting locked up, y'all. All right. And so Gunna over there looking like a snack. Now, when fat people lose weight, that, they ain't going back to the people that they was with when that weight was on. And so Chloe Bailey might not have a chance with skinny Gunna. All right, with skinny Gunna. Now, honey, if he start eating them Pop-Tarts and banquet dinners again, you might have a chance. But as long as he's eating right, all right, we gonna see him with them foreigns. Okay, we gonna see him with them big booty foreign chicks. You messed up, Chloe Bailey. You should have held him down, girl. Put some noodles on the bucks. You know what I'm saying? Now you want that old thing back. Now you want that gun back, pow pow. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't think Gunna is coming back. But anyway, they will be like the new Jay-Z and Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? I would love that. Her and Gunna? Oh, that would be something. Anyway, let me know how you guys feel about this video. Okay. How do y'all feel about the topics? All right. I need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Get kinky with that notification bell. Turn that thing all the way on. Okay. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Bye.